we interrupt this program to bring you Courage, the Cowardly Dog Show, starring Courage, the Cowardly Dog.
Courage, the Cowardly Dog was a show that piloted on February 18th, 1996, with the pilot episode titled The Chicken from Outer Space. This pilot originally premiered on What a Cartoon Show. What a Cartoon Show was a showcase for many different animated shorts that were looking to make a name for themselves. The show was produced by Hanna-Barbera. Many of the shorts were created by animation veterans and newcomers alike. Newer cartoons were created for this show and aired on Cartoon Network. Based on the ratings the pilot episode received, it would be decided whether or not that show would go into full production. One of the shows to air on What a Cartoon Show was Courage, the Cowardly Dog. Courage, the Cowardly Dog was a show about Courage, the pink dog, defending his owners, Muriel and Eustace, from different misfortunes and mysterious beings, with a large focus on horror. From robbers and freaky cousins to space squids and headless chickens. Taking a look at the show from an adult's perspective, this may seem like an uncomfortable concept, especially for an audience of children. Horror has never been inherently considered suitable for younger audiences. But the show does this strange thing with their main character and the way they mix horror and comedy that really make it enjoyable for kids. Something no other show has done with horror, especially to this degree of success. Courage was created and produced by John R. Dilworth. Dilworth worked on several successful series, such as Rugrats, Doug, and My Life as a Teenage Robot. He became the president of his own animation production company known as Stretch Films, which their website is currently still up, showcasing their works, old, new, and in between. Dilworth has said that he was driven to make the show about the American heartland myth of the farm involving aliens and UFOs. The viewer experiences all the different situations side by side with Courage. When something scary or unbelievable happens, not only does the viewer feel it, but it's clearly expressed through Courage. He has so many different faces and emotions that are clearly seen throughout every single episode. This is an easy way to build some of the comedy with the audience, to make them feel as though they're not alone in how shocking or freaky they feel with what's happening on screen.
Stay calm, stay calm.
Although many of the different situations seem almost hopeless, there's almost always a happy ending to each episode. This aspect of storytelling is something that's crucial when airing to younger audiences. The last thing someone would want to do is scare children but leave them scared, even after the show ended. Happy endings always resound with children, and this aspect of the show's different plots made kids want more. The perspective, storytelling, and expressions combined are why Courage works so well. But most important of all is the balance of horror and comedy. John R. Dilworth has a style of mixing horror with comedy not only in Courage, but in most of his works. By all means, in creating the show, it was his intention to scare the audience. Dilworth has stated, "Scare with the level of laughing at yourself in being scared. The best example I can give you is the pursuit of terrorizing one's mother from out of the closet or out from under the bed. There's a bit of mischievous joy from that." A part of this mentality manages to keep Courage fun. That's the key reason why the show was so successful in introducing horror to children. There was no need for jump scares. Well, almost. Kids felt somewhat disturbed, but he was lighthearted enough for them to laugh along as they got scared. Even though something may be portrayed as terrifying, Courage always finds a way to overcome the evil he is faced with. This lighthearted nature allowed for some interesting concepts about evil. I want to talk a little bit about evil for a second. Evil for kids can best be portrayed by a bad guy. This isn't a new concept, but what is deeply explored in Courage is why evil characters do the things they do. Cruella de Vil wants the Dalmatians so she can make a fur coat. The Joker wants to destroy Batman emotionally. And him wants to end the Powerpuff Girls through challenges. But in Courage, more times than not, evil can be misunderstood, as if they never meant the evil that they caused Courage and his family. A great example of this was the episode from Season 1, The Duck Brothers. In this episode, a couple of alien ducks take Muriel hostage by using a mind control device. At first, it seems as though they're just doing it to torment the family, but soon it's revealed that they're using Muriel to rescue their third duck brother. Again, initially, they seem evil, but once their reason was revealed, they meant no harm. This gives a great perspective for kids to think about mean or evil people, and really look at why they do the things they do. Courage on his own is a very lovable and cute character. On top of that, he is very understanding in the different situations he is put in. Animation-wise, he's one of the most pleasing characters to look at. His pink color, big eyes, cute smile, and tiny paws leave the viewer compelled to the character based on the visuals alone. On top of that, Courage is always such a caring and honest dog. He can best be described as the definition of good. All things considered, the show was still considered highly controversial. It's rumored that after the release of the first season and during the production of the following seasons, the production team received an overwhelming amount of letters from parents about how the show was too scary for kids. Most parents didn't take time to watch the show and actually understand what was happening on screen. Most were too fixated on the horror-inducing visuals. The show ran on for a total of 4 seasons and aired its last episode on November 22nd, 2002. For a while, many people thought that was the final end of Courage the Cowardly Dog, but rumors went around that a revival of the show was under production. On Halloween Day 2014, a 3D animated episode was released by Dilworth. That was the last true episode of Courage. Recently, it has been confirmed that Dilworth is in talks with Boomerang to create a prequel series of his successful creation. For now, fans of the show along with new audience members will just have to wait and see whether or not this scary comedy will come back to life once again to do what it did best: scare and cause laughter, just like it did so long ago. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the video. My name is Drew and I've been a huge fan of YouTube for a long time now, and I wanted to start making my own content. If you like what you saw, go ahead and drop me a like and don't forget to subscribe. I plan on making similar content like this on a weekly basis about different things like movies, TV shows, and video games. If that type of content is something you'd be interested in, then it might be a good idea to subscribe. If there's anything in particular you want me to make a video about, go ahead and drop me a comment down below. And if you want to know about anything else that I'm working on, go ahead and follow my Instagram. It's right there on the screen. Thanks again for watching the video, and we'll see you in the next one.